That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again Thursday at 10, 9 Central. And of course, I'll see you each weeknight for NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Weather Anchor Noah Moore. Now, as we go throughout the next couple of days, we are expected to have temperatures cooling down well into the mid to low 60s. So finally, fall is back here in South Central Kentucky. As we go throughout the next couple of days, these temperatures could get as low as to the upper 30s. So definitely make sure you bundle up when you're going out and about, mainly over at night. But as you go throughout during the days, temperatures should increase just a little bit and it'll feel very nice and very comfortable. But I'll have all that and more because News 40 at 10 starts right now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. I'm Morgan Hoover. Tonight, the deadline to register to vote is just days away. State officials say they are seeing an increase in voter registration. Secretary of State Michael Adams announced that in September, nearly 9,000 Kentuckians registered to vote in the upcoming November election. But don't worry, if you've not registered or you would like to update your registration, you still have time. The deadline to register is next Tuesday. That's October 10th at 4 o'clock. For more information on registering or updating your voting status, you can visit govote.ky.gov. And the signs of fall are here. Halloween decorations, pumpkins, and that crisp autumn air you've been craving is finally coming this weekend. You may have even noticed leaves starting to fall. The Bowling Green City arborists say that's due to our lack of rain. Despite so many signals of our incoming season, the highly anticipated colors of the changing leaves will still take a little longer to arrive.
The most important factor for fall color is actually the day length. That's why it's a little bit kind of predictable. Around the end of October every year, it starts hitting northern Kentucky, and we're a week or two later. So the end of October, beginning of November is when we'll see peak fall color.
Weaver says that our summer drought could play a part in how vibrant our fall colors will be. A lack of rain can decrease the vibrancy of leaf colors, which means we could see less reds, scarlets, and purples. You can find more information about the changing colors of the season in our area during Tree Week. That begins next week, October 9th. Visit bgky.org for event dates and times. For those of you ready to take in the great outdoors as the temperatures dip this weekend, News 40's Carlisle Coppins has the perfect fall activities for you.
It's finally fall, and you may think that the best thing about this season is that you finally have the chance to visit a pumpkin patch.
It would be an outdoor experience. Everything from the opportunity to take a hayride, pick a pumpkin, and, it's finally starting to feel a little bit more like fall.
One man in Butler County is giving thousands of pumpkins away for free.
There's all different kinds. We've got probably 10 different kinds of pumpkins here. So big ones, little ones, just all different kinds. Carving pumpkins was always what I loved when I was a kid. So that's what I like seeing all these kids be able to do.
You may not know which pumpkin to pick, but looking for the pumpkin is all a part of the fun.
It's encouraging to see a kid get off the wagon back in the back at the pumpkin patch and, scream with excitement running in there trying to find their perfect pumpkin. It makes all this worthwhile, that's for sure.
The thrill of the hunt is exciting for everyone who visits Whitaker's front yard, but it's what the visitors leave with that makes this long-lasting impact.
I think God gave me the money and the ability to do this for the kids. Just the looks on the kids' faces, and they see me through the year, and he says, "Oh, these are pumpkin guys. I'll keep doing this till I can't no more."
In South Central Kentucky, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
Thank you, Carlisle. Well, the Glasgow Police Department made their way to Gorn Park this afternoon for a fun community event. The Faith in Blue Cookout allowed visitors to have lunch and talk with police officers. A bounce house and face painting were available for the kids. Hot dogs and chips were also provided. Glasgow police officers say they were honored to be able to spend their afternoon with the community.
We're very fortunate, to try to build that bond with the community and the police department, and we continue to do that from year to year.
This meetup is part of National Faith and Blue Weekend, which aims to build better relationships between law enforcement and the communities they serve. A yard sale said to be 400 miles long is happening this weekend from Cave City all the way to the Tennessee state line. Today, News 40 reporter Tucker Covey took a ride on the roller coaster yard sale and brings us the story.
Starting right off of Siloam Road outside of Glasgow, the roller coaster starts immediately and meanders its way along the road to Temple Hill. One of the first stops is the home of Stacy Sigler, a 12-year seller at the event.
I see my brothers doing it with his kids, like selling all their stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I can do this with my daughter's leftover stuff, make money. As soon as I seen how good it was doing, I was like, okay, this can be Christmas money. So I don't have to use our earnings from our jobs or anything. I can just use leftover yard sale stuff.
As I continue down Highway 63, I come across a newer addition, the Furry Farmhouse Dog Boarding, hosting their own yard sale. Owner Rick Pace thought it was a nice way to attract business.
Last year we noticed there was a abnormous amount of traffic this particular weekend and all, so we thought this would be a good time to be able to set up our yard sale and sell some items and hopefully get some spending money.
As I approached Temple Hill, the smell of fresh pork rinds was wafting through the air. In a clearing by the road, Darlene White set up a shop, not only to sell in the yard sale, but to offer some of the only food along the road.
Well, this bunch here is my family. I got my grandson working, my husband working, and a friend of ours are working, so.
In Barron County, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
To Barron County, and one of the most iconic pieces of the square in downtown Glasgow is being recognized in a unique way. The Plaza Theater is listed as one of 12 fascinating historic Kentucky theaters in a recent Kentucky tourism article. The Plaza is approaching its 90th year and still hosts many artists, including country rock band Parmalee, who is performing right now. Glasgow Mayor Henry Royce is excited to see the Plaza get the recognition he believes it deserves.
It went through a time period where nobody was doing anything with it. It was becoming kind of dilapidated, but the city bought it. The city says we need to have this in pristine shape. So the people that were involved from the council, Mayor Honeycutt was involved in that. A lot of the others who are on the Plaza board said this is worth taking care of.
The Capitol Theater in Bowling Green is also included on this list. To check out the full list, visit KentuckyTourism.com. We'll get to more news in just a bit, but I want to check in with weather anchor Noah Moore. Noah, chilly out there.
Yeah, just a little chilly out there for the time being, and we are expecting to have temperatures get even chillier than this. Right now, currently 64 degrees, winds mainly out of the northwest and around 9 to even 13 miles an hour, so winds are actually a little gusty overnight tonight. However, as our humidity levels are mainly into the mid-30s at 38%, and our dew point is at 38 degrees. So overall, we're feeling very nice and very comfortable. Looking live right now over here at I-65 Lowell Road Extension, 63 degrees out here in this part of town, but as we go over here at Lovers Lane and Scottsville Road, temperatures are mainly into the mid-60s at 63 degrees. Really nice driving conditions overnight tonight, and we are expecting a lot more for the weekend. Now I'm going to toss it over to Cole for sports.
Thanks, Noah. The Kentucky football team has a big matchup ahead as they look to stay undefeated versus the Georgia Bulldogs. And another bluegrass football team, the Louisville Cardinals, are trying to stay perfect on the year as well. All that and more coming up in sports. Morgan?
All right, Cole, thank you very much. In health news now, obesity in pregnant women is a growing trend in Kentucky. A local mom and WKU associate professor is taking steps to change that. Tonight, how a new app could change health outcomes for both mothers and their newborns. In South Central Kentucky, 2 out of 3 women enter pregnancy overweight. And 90% of pregnant women are not meeting the recommended physical activity guidelines. That's why Dr. Rachel Tinius, an exercise science professor at Western Kentucky University and a mom, created an app to solve that problem.
We're officially the most dangerous developed nation to give birth in. A lot of it has to do with things like obesity. Even mental health plays into a lot of these numbers. And as an exercise physiologist, when I look at all of those factors, there's one thing that sticks out in my mind that can help all of those, and that's being physically active and having a healthy lifestyle.
Local obstetrician Dr. Joseph Gass says being overweight while pregnant can pose a lot of health risks to not only the mother, but the baby as well.
There's kind of an epidemic of obesity in our country right now. There's even risks for miscarriage, stillbirth rate increases with level of obesity as well. So there's a lot of reasons why it'd be good to keep your weight down and activity levels up during pregnancy.
That's where Bumped Up comes in. It's a health app developed by trained exercise scientists from Western Kentucky University to help pregnant and postpartum women become more active, offering features like tailored workouts, social support, and nutrition education, making it easy for new or expecting mothers to get healthy at home. As a pregnant woman myself, I wanted to test it out.
You don't need any equipment, so you can do it at home with other kids, whatever works for you. So that's something that's really important to us, to make sure that it's accessible to everybody. You don't need anything fancy.
That's great.
So for a few of the exercises today, I thought we could use some soup cans. What do you think about that?
Everyone has soup cans, right?
Right, find some expired soup and let's hit it. 4.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, 5.
So is it good to do, kind of light, moderate exercises when you're pregnant or even, newly postpartum?
Yeah, so I would say newly postpartum, you're going to want to keep it light as you're recovering, depending on what type of delivery you've had. Okay. During pregnancy, you really can do whatever feels good. If you're somebody who likes intense exercise and that feels good to you, you can probably feel pretty comfortable doing that. If you're new to exercise, if maybe you're deciding, I'm going to use this app, I'm going to try this, do light to moderate and get started that way. But for the most part, when you're pregnant, it's, people view pregnancy as, an illness or that you're so restricted, and it's really not. It can be an opportunity to make a good change in your lifestyle. Yeah.
The Bumped Up app is set to be released next week. You can visit bumpedupapp.com to be added to that wait list and receive a 15-day free trial. Well, still to come on News 40 at 10. Interest rates could continue to rise as nationwide industry strikes continue. The latest details in just a bit, but first, weather anchor Noah Moore has a full look at our forecast. That's coming up right after this.
Sundays are for football. WNKY 40 is your go-to for the NFL. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Feels good to be home. For a limited time, Ashley is offering 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, your first 3 payments are on us. Get this dining set in time for the holidays for just $41 a month. Shop today and pay nothing till 2024. Only at Ashley.
If you are at risk for cancer, or if you have received a cancer diagnosis, the MedCenter Health Cancer Services team is here to care for you when you need it most, offering the latest in treatment options, clinical trials, genetic testing, and surgical services. You don't have to travel far to get the care you need. With services in Bowling Green, Franklin, Caverna, and Glasgow, our team cares for people together. Learn more at medcenterhealth.org/cancer.
Now through October 13th, you can join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $10 a month. With free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, it's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy. Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 13th.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Feels good to be home. Plan ahead and get your home ready for the holidays at Ashley. For a limited time, buy one, get one half off store-wide. Bring home this sofa and its matching love seat is half off. Shop now, spend less, and get more. Only at Ashley.
We're back with weather anchor Noah Moore on this chilly Friday night, but it's kind of nice. It feels like fall, finally.
Yeah, nice, cozy night, you know, get up in the bed or on the couch, watch a nice movie or something about Halloween or anything like that. My favorite Halloween movie so far is either Hocus Pocus or Practical Magic.
Oh, both of those. I love it.
Good,
I could curl up with a blanket right now and watch those.
But, you know, as we go throughout the rest of the night tonight, we are expected to have really nice and very comfortable temperatures. So these temperatures may be a little bit chillier for some people because we could see temps finally dip down well past the 40-degree mark here in some areas. But the weather buzz, as we go throughout the rest of the night tonight, we are mainly going to have partly cloudy skies, cooler temperatures, and breezy conditions. I noticed that on the way into work, that the winds were actually increasing as the night was actually going on. But we are going to definitely have a fall-like feel into the area finally here in South Central Kentucky. Now, currently right now, temperatures are mainly into the mid-60s at 64 degrees. Winds out of the northwest at 9 miles an hour with humidity at 38% and our dew point at 38 degrees. Now, temperatures in and around the region, we're mainly seeing temps into the 60s. Here at I-65 Louisville Road Extension, 62 degrees, nice driving conditions. And Lovers Lane and Scottsville Road, 62 with the same kind of thing, starting to pick up just a little bit. Probably some of those last couple people about to head out through downtown. Now, temperatures around South Central Kentucky, we're mainly seeing temps into the mid to low 60s. Out here in Glasgow, 60 degrees. Over here in Burkesville, 53. Further up to the north here in E-Town, 61. Then way further out to the west here in Madisonville, 59 degrees. And our dew point temperatures are very low, so it's not feeling any humidity or anything like that tonight. But winds are definitely beginning to increase out of the northwest down to the southeast, giving us a really cool fall-like air blasting in our area. But here's the bigger picture. Now, this is where we're mainly seeing our cooler air mainly honed in here through parts of the northern plains and parts of the upper Midwest. That's going to continue to move further down to the south as we go throughout the rest of the weekend. Live radar right now, very nice dry conditions throughout most of South Central Kentucky. Now, throughout the next 40 hours, we are expected to have a lot more cooler temperatures moving to the area. You're definitely going to feel that, and some people may even see just a little bit of some light frost, especially out there in some of the rural areas and maybe even into the deeper valleys. But as we go into Sunday around 2, that's when we could still have really nice warmer conditions, and temperatures are just going to continue to stay nice and mild throughout the rest of the weekend and even into the first parts of the work week. Now, throughout the next 6 to 10 days, we're still going to remain on the cooler side with temperatures being slightly below average. But as we go throughout the next couple of hours, we are expected to have temps continue to dip down well into the mid-40s at 45 degrees here in and around 6 a.m. And then we're going to start having a gradual warm up into the 50s. However, tonight, temperatures dimming down at 43 degrees here in Bowling Green with mostly clear skies, very cool temperature. So if you are going out and about, make sure you have that light jacket or sweatshirt. Now, tomorrow, temperatures are mainly going to be into the mid-60s at 63 degrees with clear skies. Our average high should be around 76 degrees. And if that's telling you anything, then we are definitely a little bit below average. But throughout the most of the weekend, very nice conditions, well into the 60s. And then starting off on Monday, 68 degrees, very nice conditions. But as we go right into the work week here on Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures are soon to be back up into the mid to upper 70s. But as we go into next weekend, temperatures start going into the 80s. We'll be right back.
When Daniel Cameron says he absolutely supports bringing back Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, Cameron threatens to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians and punish working parents.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely. But when Cameron said he'd back Bevin's war on teachers and take taxpayer money from public schools to give to private schools instead, he'd punish Kentucky's kids. Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
With over 50 million Toyota Corollas sold, it seems like we built one for everybody. And now we have. We built this one to be so dependable that it's often passed down within the family. We built this one to get 50 mpg and available all-wheel drive. This one for its handling and easy parking. This SUV for your next big adventure. And we built this one just for the fun of it. Introducing the 300 horsepower GR Corolla. Now there is a Corolla for everybody. Toyota, let's go places.
Free Furniture is back and better than ever. United Furniture is celebrating our 26th annual Free Furniture and Mattress event.
Store-wide savings on all in-stock furniture.
Plus, receive an additional 28% free furniture credit towards something else in the store.
Don't miss one of United's most anticipated sales of the year.
Free Furniture and Mattress event only at United Furniture and Appliance, historic downtown Bowling Green.
United Furniture. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Do you have what it takes to be the sole survivor? Join WNKY News 40 October 17th for the Survivor Casting Call at Bowling Green Ballpark. To learn more and see if you have what it takes, visit WNKY.com/SokiSurvivor. Start your weekend off right with WNKY News 40 Sunrise. Feel Good Friday showcases stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
The battle to be the next Speaker of the House is gaining steam on Capitol Hill. Former President Donald Trump is throwing his support to Ohio's Jim Jordan, but it's not clear if either candidate has the votes to take the gavel. Willie James Inman reports from Washington.
The House Speaker job remains vacant after hardline Republicans and Democrats forced Kevin McCarthy out this week. But the battle to take his place is heating up. Republicans Jim Jordan of Ohio and House Majority Whip Steve Scalise of Louisiana have announced they're running for the position. Former Vice President Mike Pence spoke about the turn of events.
Well, I think a great deal of Steve Scalise, Jim Jordan. There are a number of leaders in the Congress that would do an outstanding job.
Former President Donald Trump endorsed Jordan, a longtime close ally. While at the White House, President Biden commented on the House Speaker race.
There's some people I imagine it could be easier to work with than others, but whoever the speaker is, I'll try to work with.
All I'm saying is we need to unite the conference. I think I can do that.
Jordan is the founder of the Conservative Freedom Caucus and a leader of the Biden impeachment inquiry. Scalise is currently fighting blood cancer, but cleared to run by his doctors. McCarthy, meanwhile, said he plans to finish his House term, denying media reports to the contrary.
I'm still here finishing my job, all right?
You thinking about running for re-election?
Yes.
McCarthy came under fire from right-flank Republicans and was pushed out of the House Speaker job after he relied on Democrats to avoid a government shutdown last weekend. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Delta Airlines will pay millions of dollars to settle a class action lawsuit brought by customers. The customers sued Delta, claiming the airline wouldn't refund their canceled flights during the COVID-19 pandemic. Instead of issuing refunds, Delta provided customers with credit for future travel. The lawsuit claimed that policy was unfair and deceptive. Delta will pay $27 million to customers who filed claims in the lawsuit, on top of interest and legal fees. Delta says it does not admit to any wrongdoing, saying it has refunded 11 million tickets worth $6 billion since the start of the pandemic. The strong jobs report could lead the Fed to raise interest rates yet again next month to help cool down inflation. That would mean borrowing on credit cards, loans, and mortgages gets even more expensive. All things that striking workers Jolene Kent spoke to today say they already can't afford.
What's this about? Patient care!
It's a tale of two economies. Strikers continue their walkouts nationwide as a strong September jobs report shows the economy continues to grow. 336,000 jobs were added last month, smashing economists' expectations, posting a 33rd straight month of gains. July and August jobs were revised up, adding 119,000 more than previously reported.
We have the highest share of working age Americans in the workforce in 20 years. And it's no accident. It's Bidenomics.
When you hear good economic news like that, right, but you're here on strike, right, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, can you bring it over here? I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but okay, we need to see it as well.
453,000 workers have walked off the job this year alone, including actors who've been on the picket lines for 84 days.
If you put it in the context of understanding that a lot of union workers did not see their wages go up as rapidly as the rest of the economy, that's why they're striking in this moment.
It's been 3 weeks now for striking auto workers. Today, their union president announced they would not expand their strike as negotiations continue with the big three automakers.
Our strike is working, but we're not there yet.
It's a feeling shared among the 75,000 striking Kaiser healthcare workers.
I feel hope. Knowing that our people are going to do whatever it takes. We are making a little bit of progress, but we are not done.
Jolene Kent, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, stay with us. Sports is coming up next.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
Do you want to learn financial literacy? It's so boring. What if Service One Credit Union pays you to learn? Introducing Zogo. Download the app and get paid to learn. Answer questions and earn points. Redeem points for gift cards. Play more, earn more. It's just one more way Service One Credit Union is with you on your journey to financial fitness.
Ford's is celebrating our 87th anniversary with a huge sale. Everything store-wide is on sale, and get up to 72 months no-interest financing. Save on bedrooms to sofas and dinettes to recliners during our anniversary sale going on now at Ford's Furniture.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click Submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors. Saturdays are for football. WNKY 40 is your college football headquarters. Watch games today on WNKY CBS 40 and NBC 40.
Welcome into sports. The South Warren Spartans were on the road tonight. No football frenzy this week as the majority of the teams in the area were off tonight, but the Spartans kept their strong season going with a dominant win over the Moore Mustangs. They win 48-15 and have positive momentum going into the big game against Bowling Green next week, which is a must-see matchup between Bryce Button and Deuce Bailey. To the Hill now, as the WKU soccer team is getting ready for a conference matchup in El Paso. The team is coming off a win against Chicago State last weekend, and they currently sit at 5th in Conference USA. UTEP has yet to earn a win in conference play this season, and head coach Jason Nidell and his team will look to keep it that way. The Tops will take on the Miners tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The WKU volleyball team will return home for a pair of matches against the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Coach Hudson's team swept the Liberty Flames earlier in the week, moving to 4-0 in the conference. Catch the Tops in Diddle Arena tomorrow and Sunday at noon. WKU football was on the road last night in Ruston, Louisiana, taking on the La Tech Bulldogs. After opening the game with an interception, the offense caught fire, especially Malachi Corley, who notched 3 touchdowns and 170 receiving yards in the first half alone. Corley spoke after the game on how he was able to perform well against the Bulldog defense.
When I got the first touch of the game and I went for 70, I knew it was going to be a big game for myself.
Before the game, I had a lot of preparation. I felt like I was overly prepared for the game, so I knew good things were going to happen for me. The ball just kept finding me during that first half, and I kept making plays. AR did a great job getting the ball to me. Third downs, fourth downs, crucial situations, she was giving me the ball, and our offense was hitting on all cylinders to begin off.
The Kentucky Wildcats have a big test this weekend as they travel to Sanford Stadium to face #1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. The Wildcats are perfect on the season with a 5-0 record after beating Florida last weekend. And head coach Mark Stoops spoke ahead of Saturday's game on how his offense will need to play for the Cats to pull off the upset.
It's not just on Larry. Yes, he's got to make some good throws. He's got to put it in a position to let our receivers have an opportunity to make contested, competitive catches. And we're going to need to be more balanced, no question.
The Louisville Cardinals football squad is perfect on the season as well, this season ranking 25th in the latest AP poll. The Cards are hosting #10 Notre Dame tomorrow afternoon, looking to stay undefeated. Hear what head coach Jeff Brom said before his team meets up with the Fighting Irish.
I know our players are looking forward to playing a top quality opponent like Notre Dame in front of a great atmosphere at our stadium, and you know, it's just a tremendous opportunity for our football team this Saturday night. So, you know, once again, we got to learn from the last game and how to correct some mistakes and get better and be more efficient.
And the Tennessee Titans are traveling to Indianapolis for a division rivalry game with the Colts. The Titans got an impressive win at Nissan Stadium over the Bengals last Sunday, improving to 2-2 on the year. Catch the Titans in action at noon here on CBS as they look to take down the Colts in Lucas Oil Stadium. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back after this break.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
I usually vote Republican, but I'm also voting for Andy Beshear. I definitely feel that Kentucky's moving forward under Andy's leadership. He brings great ideals to the floor. Andy's the guy that's been bringing the two parties together. Beshear's brought a lot of good jobs to the state of Kentucky. He makes sure that the police have everything they need to keep us safe. Andy cut the income tax. That's a big deal, huge deal. I voted for Trump because I felt he was putting the American people first. I'm going to support Andy because I do feel he's putting Kentucky first.
Two candidates, big differences. Joe Biden helps bankroll Beshear's agenda because Beshear backs Biden, and we get Biden's border crisis. Beshear even vetoed a major tax cut as Biden's inflation crushed Kentucky families. Daniel Cameron is endorsed by President Trump and law enforcement. He'll eliminate the income tax, grow jobs. And Daniel sued Biden to secure the border. Send these guys a message. Vote Daniel Cameron for governor.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
Teachers make all the difference in the world. And black people think y'all look alike. You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Ladies, let's go.
It don't matter.
WNKY NBC 40.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Well, I know it's a little early to talk about Christmas, but some companies are already getting more and more creative with their advent calendars this holiday season. Check this out. A frozen foods advent calendar. Stouffer's has announced its first ever calendar. It's the Comfort Calendar. It's also the first ever frozen foods advent calendar. In it, you will find meals including Stouffer's classic favorites like family size mac and cheese, family size lasagna, and the chicken and bacon ranch bowl. Additional sides will also be included. The calendar will cost $40 and will be available via monthly drops throughout the rest of the year. But imagine, as a kid, I loved the advent calendars and getting my piece of chocolate out.
Yeah.
I think I'm more excited to open it up and get a bowl of mac and cheese. Like, what? Are you kidding? That sounds amazing.
Don't get me wrong. That sounds amazing. But do you know what else sounds amazing, though? This weekend's weather.
Yes, I have to agree with you there.
Yes, temperatures are finally going to start feeling like fall with temps mainly into the mid-60s with lots of sunshine out there. So if you're going anywhere out and about around town, might as well do it this weekend.
Absolutely, Noah. All right, thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us tonight. We will see you right back here on Monday morning. Have a safe weekend, everyone.